You keep using this word danger, danger. I'm not in danger. I am the danger. Russ, you could have been anywhere else in the world and you actually are. So go fuck yourself. The gifts of a man do not shit on the gifts of a man is today's topic. It's just going to be straightforward. This happened to me very recently. And a woman who I'm quite fond of did kind of a really small thing. If you said, well, what does she do? I say, well, it's a small thing. But it matters to me. And I kept indulging it and indulging it. Again, I'm very fond. And I actually did this kind of, I don't even know if you want to call it like woke. I'm a liberal's liberal, but some kind of like woke masculinity where we still go out, but we do a teaching and I teach her some things and I let her express herself. And the idea was, it was just a shit show of coaching. It was a shit show of coaching. It was this whole, like, let's learn together. I'm not even sure why I did it. I think I was trying something new because it just wasn't getting through to this bitch. And like I said, she's a great woman, great lady. She'll do all the things. Anything I ask her to do, does it. I asked her, I fucked up. I said, come get my laundry. It was like 10 o'clock at night. This bitch is like, I'm on my way. I'm driving right now. I said, no. I want you to just get it tomorrow. I should have said that. It's one of those kinds of women. Extraordinarily eager, submissive all the time. But this one little thing she just can't do. So you get fond of a person. And right then and there, because I'm fond of that person, I forgot the gifts of my masculinity. If you were to take masculinity and compare it to something, just for the sake of the holiday season, I don't care if you don't celebrate Christmas or you're a Kwanzaa guy. I'm black. I have no idea what Kwanzaa is. I don't even know if Kwanzaa is a real fucking thing. But there's gifts under a tree. That's masculinity. Eternal, everlasting gifts under a tree. And you just watch as men, and even myself, forget that. And this is not on some pat on the back shit. Oh, yeah, I've got the dick of gift. There's, if you work on yourself as a man, which is just level one, you will be better than 95% of men out there. I don't need to have a nice car. I don't need to have a good credit score. You should. But the gifts of a man, list them out. Dominance, confidence, security, leadership is all mixed up and intertwined in masculinity. If you don't have leadership, you're not a man, to my mind. A sense of humor, a romantic side, a sexual side, but also sexual prowess. Fantastic listener, good in conversation, confrontational, a competitor, an able-bodied and strong physical man, a man that cares about his appearance, a man that tries to contribute to his community and wants to leave a legacy. What is that? 10, 12 things? Discipline, focus, logical. That's 15. 15 I just did. This is off the top. Never heard anyone give that list. on YouTube. Never that list. 15 things at the core of a man. All under the Christmas tree. Fine-tuned, rehearsed, paying everyone off, not just her, paying myself off. Listen, the boss should be earning the most money. Your gifts should be rewarding you the most money. And then people around you, and then that woman, that brand new woman that comes into your life. This is the equation. Didn't I forget accountability, responsibility, consistency? What's that, 18 we're doing? If you worked on those 18 things on a daily basis for X amount of years, after 10 years you become a master. What if you mastered masculinity? What's to even negotiate? But let's come back to the shitting on the gifts, because that is the topic of what I want to talk about. It is interesting. A beautiful woman. She comes by. What happens? I just want to get her number. I just want to get her on a date. You ever said to you, "Oh, thanks for coming out tonight. I just want your presence, bitch." And then the magical opportunity to fuck said woman. What a gift. You are selling out and betraying every single thing that you have. Imagine a scenario where someone gives you several gifts under a tree, and you take these gifts, you say, oh, you open them, you say, meh, and you crumple them all up, and you crush them. Because that's not the gift you want. You say, I don't want any of these gifts. Meh. You throw them in the trash. You're glad you got rid of them. And the person who gave it said, what do you really want? I got all these things. What do you want? I want a woman. I want a woman, and I want her to like me and love me and give me pussy. That's all I want. And the person says, but I got you all these No. The only thing that I want is a woman. What kind of woman? It doesn't matter. Is she hot? She needs to be hot. What does she have to have a good attitude? No. Does she have to do? No. Any woman, she gives me pussy and she likes me as a human being. This is what I want. This is what we do with women. This is who we are. Now take those gifts that you had under the tree. Imagine that you could re-gift them. You were given them, but you could re-gift them. And everybody wanted these things on Amazon, on Best Buy, or PayPal. They're bidding. I gotta have it. I want them. And we crumple them up and we say, fuck that. The real gift will be me to get a woman. What happens? I've lost money. I've lost value. I have all these things. I just thrown pissed it all down the toilet. But I am completely focused on having a woman bless me with her presence and her time and her pussy. And more important, I need her approval. You gotta have it. Please, please tell me you like me and you approve of me. And here's the worst one. Watch it now. She approves of my masculinity. Oh, who got to get with me in the room on this one? She approves. A woman approves of my masculinity. You've seen it. Don't get mad at me for it. You've done it. I've done it too. I worked out. I'm super strong. Do you approve? I work hard at my job. I'm a boss. Do you approve? I got 6 figures. Do you approve? A woman has never, and this is something guys do not understand, and this is something women, it's one of the greatest lies ever told. I do want to talk about that at some point. But one of the greatest lies ever told is that a man's masculinity is only valid when a woman validates it. I got 17 bitches and they call me in the morning and they buy me things. And it sounds like you need validation, cuzzo. Sounds like you got a little ego problem. Ego is feminine. How can a woman appreciate the gifts of masculinity when she doesn't do it for a living? A football player. It's fun to watch these podcasts. Kevin Garnett and such a thing, and they talk about being an NBA player. It's fascinating to watch because they know so much, and you're just like, I didn't know you guys were that smart. But then they talk with another NBA player, and they're like, oh, what about Scott Foster? Oh, he's a fucking dick. Here's how you gain this rep. There's so many little tweaks the guys who've actually done it do. But then it'd be like talking to me as a fan. A woman, or a man talking to a woman would be like talking to a fan. He say, oh, you were cold last night. I don't know what the fuck. You got to step up, LeBron James. What are women doing? Guys, you need to step up and earn me. You've never done it. You don't even know half of what we're doing. A woman has daddy issues. She don't even know half of what her father went through to raise her as a man. She sees the good, some of the bad. That bitch don't have daddy issues. She's got her issues related to her father. She doesn't know and even have a fucking inkling of what it is to be a man. There are times I get very frustrated with women. Not because I hate you. I love women. Their bodies are beautiful. Their brains are beautiful. Crazy. But they don't have an inkling. It's the same way with her. I don't know what it is like to be a woman. I don't even like to think about it. Some of the game gods, I think they tunnel down into women's minds too much. Oh, when a woman is feeling her man, she'll that. I honestly don't care. I honestly do not care. I don't even want to begin thinking like women. If she appreciates who I am, cool. If not, go fuck yourself. She has not an inkling of what it is to be. Well, I've raised sons, okay? You don't know. You could raise daughters. You're not gonna know what a period is like, pregnancy, Feelings for another boy cute at school. You're not gonna know that. I'm not gay. I don't fucking know. Combing hair, I don't know. Braiding hair, I don't know. Body issues, I don't know. Growing up, societal pressures for a woman, I don't know. Why then do we assign them credit for knowing us? Probably because she's beautiful. But those thoughts, again, directed towards her. I hope she approves of my dick size. I hope she approves of my fuck game. I hope she approves of my dating game. I hope she likes my mouthpiece. Why? One woman? Do you walk around from woman to woman? Will you approve of me? Will you approve of me? Will you approve of me? She's never done it to approve and have the authority to appreciate it. But what's so astonishing is that, okay, well, society, yes, masculinity isn't taught. If you taught it, it would be very controversial. You'd have the wrong people teaching it. You couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. Society would be better for it, but you couldn't do it. So yes, in your childhood, it's not taught. But we have people picking at it. I was arguing with a woman, not arguing, but back and forth with a woman. Guys, it's okay to cry. That's brave. You need to get it out. I said, if a nigga needs to go to therapy, he needs to go to therapy. Crying is not the leader's job. If I bring a problem to my boss, it's so hard being boss. But yeah, I need you to figure it out or talk to somebody who can figure it out. I don't care about your fucking tears. That's manhood. Leadership is intertwined with it. It's not pretty. It's not fun all the time. But this is what we are built to do. Women don't have to do this. Why is she commenting on it? Why is she critiquing it? Why is she approving of it? But we do this. We see a beautiful woman and remember all the gifts under the tree that we could give back to them. Oh, I got these gifts, but I'm going to give them out. Re-gift. We crumple them and we put them, we don't even recycle them. We throw them in the trash. Fuck that. Hey girl, you're beautiful. What can I give to you now? She says, I don't want that masculinity. I want 6 figures. I want a big dick. I want a house in the Hamptons. I want. Coming right up. Here's the only thing I ask in return. Will you approve of me if I do all these things? We'll see. We will see. I just named 18 things that would flourish her. I think of masculinity as a light for her. Let's just say her femininity was a home. Masculinity is the power that lights the home. Masculinity and then femininity. It's a leadership. It is a leader. It's so beautiful, but it's so simple that women are like, no. That's not true. We're equal. And guys like, yeah, she's hot. We're equal. Yeah. That's old fashioned. It's been working for thousands of years, but you're old fashioned. Masculinity first. Practice, rehearse, You've seen what it can do for you. And then it passes to them. Well, if a car manufacturer, if he makes a car, he drives it and he goes, well, this is kind of boring. Okay, put this out in mass production. Steve Jobs had to see the iPhone in his mind. And then he was like, this is going to play. I want this. Everyone's going to want this. And guys are like, yo, Steve, it's fucking stupid. A computer and your phone? Why would you want both when you have both? It's fucking stupid, bro. He said, no, I got it. And then everybody did what he asked. And then everybody followed. Now everybody's doing a copy of the iPhone. Masculinity. And then she gets her femininity. I can't unlock her unless I unlock me. But rather than do that, follow me now, I crumple it all and throw it in the trash because, she's fucking hot and she's right there and she's insisting I concentrate on her. And this is the way society taught me. This is what I'm comfortable with. This is what she's comfortable with. Let's just listen. Pussy is better than no pussy. Well, what about your gifts? No, shut up. Pussy is what I'm getting right now. Take it to something like a stock that's not going to split for 10 years, 5 years. And someone says, yo, I can give you these stock options. I can give you this Amazon stock. Looks like things are going good. Or I can give you this stock in NBC that's at an all-time high. NBC, Lehman Brothers stock, it's popping. That Lehman Brothers NBC is popping. You know NBC, everybody likes TV. Lehman Brothers, it's a well-known bank. Amazon, flash in the pan. Yeah, everybody likes it. It's got a lot of potential, but you know what? Do you want to trust it or do you want, again, it's the bird in the hand. Femininity, pussy, for men is the bird in the hand. But it is a betrayal of his gifts. He was given gifts. Discipline, that's not awesome. It is when you take advantage of it. I would say the Navy SEALs would disagree with you. A politician who gets up at 4 a.m. to knock on doors, a successful businessman, a piano player, a fucking 5-star chef would disagree with you about that. But it's not sexy. You can't put it on IG, no. Competition, a competitive, confrontational nature, misunderstood, not fun. But when that man is addressing his children, and I do this with my nephews and nieces, they come home and I'm getting a C, and I'm like, you're too smart for a C. Is this all you want for yourself is a C? Yeah, I don't really care. Okay, great. You're betraying your intelligence. Betraying the very nature of the gifts that were put inside your body chemically and physically and sexually and mentally, because she is going on a date with us. Hey, Jules, I'm a veterinarian. Oh my God, it's so amazing. I have a dog named Fufu. That's it. I like volleyball. I like volleyball too. The gifts going dormant, the gifts going cold, just suppressing them. The bitch might act up. A man has to please me, and then I'll decide if I accept him. It depends on how much effort he shows. Oh yeah. You're quieting them, but part of the man is going, yo, this bitch is out of pocket. Remember the Cheesecake Factory bitch, we'll come back to her. But remember that dude going, well, should I open your door? What's wrong? I don't understand. There is a part of his masculinity going, yo, this bitch is an hour late, cuz. Come on, Cole Pimpin'. Come on, Cole Pimpin'. It was an hour late. She's talking on her phone getting into the car. She's talking to you a certain type of way, nigga. What, are we just gonna throw away these gifts? Yeah, but she's here. She's here. And he threw it away and threw it away. And what we do, we blame that bitch. How can we blame the sex that don't be knowing what the fuck we actually can put out there? Every nigga in her life since 14 has been kissing her ass, shitting on their gifts to keep her happy. Oh my God, this is so nice of you. I got you an extra milk from the lunch lady. Oh my God. I did that cheesy shit too, I won't lie. I made a woman a audio tape because she was a Christian and my parents are Christian. Oh, she was so happy. And she liked this jokey bad boy. I got blown the fuck up. That bitch didn't even look my direction again. But again, shitting on the gifts of a man. This nigga's talking shit to the bitch and talking some shit to the bitch. She can't get enough. She Christian. This nigga is a far. This nigga talking about porn in the fucking, where I was in band, I think. This nigga talking about porn he watched. She said, I'm like, yo, I'm a Christian too. What's up? Shitting on my gifts. The gifts of confrontation. The gifts of my sense of humor. The gifts of accepting the fact that this bitch is boring outside. She's beautiful, but she's boring. Talking some shit, having some fun. Discipline, consistency, responsibility, accountability. And you listen today to the red pill and even just anybody on YouTube sounding more and more feminine, egotistical, insecure. That man belongs at the top. And I'm not sure what these modern women are doing, but I'm leaving. Seeking validation. I've done that forever in my life. That's such a feminine trait. Seeking the validation. Was it good for you? Thanks for coming out tonight. I hope I didn't. Oh, I came over to stop by. I hope I'm not interrupting your meal, girls. I hope I'm not interrupting your drink. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Validation. I thought I was a man with gifts and things to offer some bitches if they're going to get on my team. Why am I out here apologizing for being a man? Was I supposed to be something else? Was I supposed to be not proud of what I've become? Was I supposed to be not confident so that she can tell me she's proud of me? This random stranger needs to approve of me, and for whatever reason, I need her approval. Amanda didn't call for the whole week. Hi, game gods. How do I handle this situation? Why the fuck do you even care at all? She doesn't approve of you, but you still seek her approval. Shitting, crumpling up, throwing away the gifts of a man for a woman to tell you what she thinks masculinity looks like. I like bad boys. I like MMA guys. I like guys who would drive. I like guys who are romantic. I like guys who are dreamers. I like guys who are poets. I like guys who are cops. I don't care what you like. That's like me going to Ford and I said, listen, I like the Bronco 2. It was kind of dope back in the day. We started making Bronco 2s again. This whole whatever you got going on now, it's not for me. I need you to cater to my needs. I don't want all this equipment and safety bullshit. Boring. You know what I'm going to need? Big speakers, flashing lights, spinners on my car, because that's what makes a car awesome, okay? Fuck all these safety protocols and fuel efficiency. The fuck is fuel efficiency? Boring. Does the interior of my car light up? Is there a fish tank in my car? Go fuck yourself. Betraying the gifts of masculinity. Before I met a bitch. There's Julie. She's so awesome. I hope she says hi to me. Hi, Julie. Hi, Julie. Well, listen to how I sound. Isn't a man's sound, his voice, isn't his mouthpiece a gift? Hey, Julie, what's going on? I had a good weekend too. Oh my God. Thank you for talking to me, Julie. See you later. Okay, bye, 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 bye. But I'm focused on her. I wonder what Julie's doing today. I wonder what Sarah's doing today. Annie, Patty, Stacy, Jaleesa. If I shit and crumple up the gifts that I was given as a man to re-gift, I shut off my masculinity completely. Then I have no choice but to either be defined by society and a woman's version of masculinity. Again, they'll be knowing. Or I can betray myself even further and just sell out and look to absorb feminine traits. Crying, whining. You see the red pill. Jealous, frustrating, hopelessness. How much of this sounds like a woman? Lonely, body issues, insecurity, looking for her to lead me. How come you girls don't come and approach us? Do you see it? But the worst sin of all is when I crumple up my gifts of masculinity to again receive myself, because we'll come to that maybe in a different show. Masculinity leads feminine. It's not, and neither side is bad. It's not, well, that's not fair. No, she gets the gift of her femininity, which she will design. I'm not going to sit there and say, bitch, you need to, she's a woman. I ain't a woman. I'm not going to tell you how to be a woman. I'm going to tell you the things I need to see from you as a woman. I will not tell you how to be a woman. But my masculinity will lead you in to exploring your femininity completely on a deeper level. How do I get her to go on a deeper level? Well, my pursuit in my life is the highest masculine self of me. This is my truncated pursuit. I will never get there. I will never be a perfect man. Well, when you are a man, you get 25 bitches a day and they all love you and everything that happens is golden. Stop it. Kobe Bryant misses shots. President Biden's son's a fuck up. Donald Trump's under indictment. Everybody, Putin's been hunted by his own people. Everyone fucks up. Life is about fucking up and going forward. The people who are the most successful are just like complete fuck ups who just keep on fucking going. Oh, that fucked me up. I fought through it. Oh, that fucked me up. I fought through it. But when you're a man, everything is peaches. No, it's not. The pursuit of my highest self. How can I pursue the highest portion of me when I've thrown away the gifts to get some pussy? Oh, and don't you hear men say that? Well, I'm fucking no. I don't care if I'm tricking off my paper, shitting and crumpling up my gifts. I got money and I'm fucking no. I got 3 baddies on the payroll. I'm fucking no. Only to have them come back 2 months later. I'm just not getting the kind of cooperation that I wanted. Yeah, your masculinity is calling and saying, what the fuck? But if you went towards those gifts, you might alienate those women. And trust your masculine self and how you approach it and how you practice and discipline those gifts will scare certain women. It will make them walk away. It will, I'm not doing that, it's old fashioned. I'm not interested in anybody who wants me to quit being masculine. I'm not interested in any woman who doesn't find wondrous benefits of me being a man. Some of us have never been men before. We've been trained to be romantic, little, guppy bitches. And a woman says, I like him. He's a guppy bitch. He's not doing anything for me sexually, but sex is fine, and he'll be a great dad. Isn't that the worst thing that you hear? He's a great dad. What? He's a great dad. You're such a, I love him. We don't always get along, but this is our wild and wacky ride. Thank you for being such a great father and a great husband. Wait a minute, what? I'm not hearing he changed your life. I'm not hearing he holds you down in all situations. I'm not hearing he's your protector, savior, adventure, provider, romance provider, the secure blanket you need physically, emotionally, sexually. And when you're having a bad day, I'm not hearing that. I'm hearing, thanks for being a great dad. And look at some of these men, 41, 47. I love her. Yeah, it's so I don't want to hurt the kids. I'm not really completely satisfied. You ever heard some of these niggas? Birthday blowjobs. If you're not getting blowjobs on command or when you need them, you ain't doing anything. A blowjob don't take but 6 to 7 good fucking minutes. That bitch doesn't have 6 minutes a day for your punk ass. You're doing something wrong. It's your birthday, you know what that means. I've defined your masculinity as you're not a sexual man. You get to have a special birthday blowjob once a year, which means she ain't no good at it. Masculinity. We said, what, 18 gifts just to start? It should and could be more. And this should be what you're working towards. How is that replaceable? I'm sorry. How is a man with 35 masculine gifts that he is constantly dedicated towards replaceable for some nigga in a Cadillac? Yeah, what's up? Yeah, well, you know, I pay my girls $2,000 and, you know, just be beautiful in my life. I'll take that bet. I'll take the bet that she's fucking on the side. I'll take the bet she leaves him cheesy, puffy. How many of these guys have to be fucking left for us to believe that the money ain't what you think it is? Money is not masculinity. And we will talk about at some point a woman paying us in femininity. I want to get paid. betraying our gifts. Sometimes we betray our voice. This is how I sound. Here comes a beautiful girl. Oh my God, absolutely. That's okay. How are you doing today? I love your skirt. Betraying our eyes. Oh, I'm not looking at you. How are you? Oh, yeah, well, good. Agreeing to thank you for coming out tonight. Oh, this was the best sex I've ever had. I think we need to take this relationship seriously. Oh, definitely, definitely. I don't want to lose you. It's only been 6 weeks, but I'm definitely falling for you too. I'm falling for you. I gotta confess. Shitting on the gifts of a man. A woman, let's go back to the Cheesecake Factory, bitch. Wasn't she surprised that people like flipped out? Like she thought it was always supposed to be just her showing up and getting to go awesome places. And we're all confused as guys. We're like, I can't compute that. That's what she's been taught. She's pretty. She gets to go places. That's the extent of her femininity. If she likes me enough, she fucks me, and that's awesome. If it's really going good and I do a good job fucking her, I get to have her keep coming back to fuck me. And this is the extent of all I'm going to need her to do. Now we're confused when we see these videos. I saw one today. The man paid $35,000 for a ring, which is a terrible investment. Because you know she's keeping that bitch. Rings don't get better. You know, what 35,000? That's a kid's college, I don't know, freshman year now. The dude, the cornball, said, well, what do you bring to the table? And she was stuck. I was like, that's not good. She was stuck. She was like, he was like, I think I should ask that. I get the beautiful woman, the mother of my children. She treats me well. She treats you well? I can go to a McDonald's and get treated well. She treats you well? And 35, and everybody wanted to point at her. Look, she's so lucky to have him. Do you see these modern women? They bring nothing to the table. Oh my God. I'm looking at a dude like, yo, you shelled out 35,000 so the bitch could give you a kid and treat you well, and that's the most you got to say on this bitch? 35,000. I couldn't even justify it. I'd be like, listen, I paid it because, you know, I love the bitch. Truth be told, she don't deserve that shit. She should be happy with a fucking $5 pop ring, one of them candy rings she can lick, and me. I'm worth 35,000. She should have paid me. Shit, fuck out of here. As soon as he put that 35, I know that bitch just the pussy just dried up. And you know that bitch was talking hella shit. You know she was throwing fits on a bad day. She's throwing bad day fits. You don't pay attention to me. I don't even think you really love me. What's going on? No. Well, I'm sorry. Come on. What's going on? Please talk to me, please. Shitting, betraying, selling out. And it's actually what they need the whole time. We shred it up and then we become like them. Insecure, scared, ridiculous. Look, what was that thing I saw today? A guy, I think he shot a woman. She said no, so he shot her. Oh, no. It was an ex. Yeah, it was an ex, and he killed them both. Crazy, insecure, wild, all of the things that a woman is. when we betray the gifts of ourselves, we betray the very reason we were born. Can you imagine betraying the reason you're here? You are not here to love Kim Kardashian. I love you. Look at Kim. I was watching something about a nephew of mine. Oh, Kanye, he was singing this song and he was talking about Kim. This nigga is drunk off this goofy fucking woman. The money didn't matter. How he was treated in the relationship didn't matter. The fact that he can get a whole bunch of other bitches doesn't matter. It doesn't matter he's already, I think, remarried or engaged. It doesn't matter he's got millions. He, in his mind, is still trying to qualify. And I bet if that bitch told him, write me a whole album and we'll see. This is my new album called Kim. I bet she could have him. That bitch wanted a house, she'd get a house. If that bitch wanted a house for each one of her kids will get a house. Betraying the gifts. And so you know he was betraying them shits way before he became famous. And this happens. This is some of our default. Sexy girl, betray yourself. Well, there's a great spot around the corner if you want to get some drinks sometime. What do you think? Betraying myself. Is it good? Yeah. Whose is it? Betraying yourself. I watch reality shows sometimes just to watch. And they're becoming tougher and tougher to watch because every dude in a reality show is just a freaking bitch now. But almost to a T, I've just seen she freaks out, she's being extra and fucking nuts. And the dude just makes his face like, and he talks to the cameras. She can be really difficult at times. It's tough, but we need to work together. And that bitch will give him a lecture. We need to work on our communication. Sometimes when I storm off, I need you to follow me and just stroke me on my back. That way I know you're here for me. And almost like 90%, the dude apologizes for not doing more when that bitch is out of pocket. I'm sorry we didn't communicate. I'm going to work on it. We're going to work on it together. And she just turns that's when she turns. And it's almost a smile, but it's like a smile of victory. I really appreciate you saying that. We just need to grow. And it's just all these feminine words. We need to grow. We need to burgeon. We just need to get better. We just need to keep pushing, and we just need to communicate more. We just need to keep listening to each other's emotions and hearts. I agree. I'm sorry. Oh my God, I love you. I love you too. Year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4. And this is where you start to see men communicating how they betrayed themselves as the way to go. Happy wife, happy life. As long as the boss is happy, I'm happy. Well, I didn't really want to move out here, but, it's all about making the wife feel appreciated and the kids too. And she's a great woman and I'm lucky to have her. And man, you just 16 years institutionalized. You done been locked up. You done tasted the Kool-Aid and now you want to sell Kool-Aid to everybody else like the shit is champagne. Red pill cats. Oh, we have to do, a woman, you need to have 6 figures and be super. Why? What about all the gifts that I bring to the fucking table? Fuck that table. I overfill that bitch. You want me to make some money, nigga? For what? Cause she told you to? So you was a bitch following her. Now I got to be a bitch following the bitch too. The bitch don't even know money. I think he should have 300,000. Like 2% of niggas make 300,000. And 300,000, all due respect, it's not what you think it is. We're gonna have a house on the Hamptons and private schools. Not with 300,000, you not. That bitch don't know money. That bitch don't know masculinity. That bitch don't know leadership. That bitch don't know fucking. That bitch don't know how to keep a goofy bitch under control. Discipline, confrontation, consistency, accountability. And with the red pill, she's not accountable. She's not accountable. It's very frustrating. It sounds like accountability is something that she needs from a man who holds himself accountable and turns it into a blessing. Listen, baby girl, we just gonna do this shit and the bitch is better after a year. And she goes, oh my God. One of my partners, he got into a situation with a woman and it wasn't lovely. He did some things he shouldn't have did, but she was a partier. And my nigga was like, you gonna live with me. We gonna dead the partying. That bitch is a lawyer now. This is the gift. How do we shit on this? Bitch, you making $200,000 a year now. Bitch, you are a lawyer now. You are disciplined now. You are accountable now. You're a great cook now. You're a great sexual woman now. You're deeper and darker into your sexuality now. How the fuck do you get to talk shit when you don't even know what the fuck you don't have? The gift of masculinity. Masculinity first opens the door to the femininity. What do? We shit on it, we crumple it up, we kill it. I don't want any of that. I want a woman to love me for me. And she does for a month or two, 20 years or two, and then she breaks up with Russ. It's been a good run. The kids are out of the house. Okay, so what's up? I want to find myself. I just have to break up with you. And then we cutting videos. 57-year-old woman regrets breaking up with Russ. I didn't realize how hard it would be. Yeah, take that, bitch. "26-year-old virgin, angry at women. That's terrible. I can't do anything." Well, you had gifts. What'd you do with them? Complaining, bitching, moving to other countries. Don't we sound bitch made? Girls, you need to be with a man who knows your true value. Guys, you need to move to North Korea. Those women know your true value. Yeah, because the bitch makes like 14 cents a day. You know, she's eating fucking her own hairs to feed her family. Yeah, I bet, a couple American dollars makes her want to twerk all over your fucking face. I bet that's kind of a thing. And again, they get chest out. Yeah, she's treating me like a man. What a terrible thing to say. She's treating me like a man. Who wants to be like a man? Who wants to be treated how I always wanted to be treated? I don't want to be treated like no fucking man. I want my fucking value reimbursed on the best level she can get to. She's not going to do it on some equal shit. But I want her to continue to push as high and hard as she can to reimburse me for my fucking value. Are you kidding me? I mean, are you kidding me? She treats me like a man. Do you engage yourself as a man? Do you look in the mirror and go, that's a goddamn man? That's what a man's supposed to look like. When you look in the mirror, do you say, that's what the fuck a man should look like? That's a man right there. You don't. Because you've killed, you've silenced, you've squandered, you've squished, you've rolled it up into a ball for years. And the bitterness and the ego and the pain and the rage has made it smaller and smaller and smaller. I'm squeezing my fist right now into one of those little bitty paper dots that you throw in the toilet, piss and shit on, and flush away forever. And a beautiful woman comes around saying, I just would like to be with a beautiful, good man. And you're going, oh my God, how can I please you? Thank you for talking to me. Thank you for coming out to me. How come you didn't text me back? What's going on? You seem distant. Are you angry at me? And again, I don't believe in feminine. We have both energies. We do not. But we emulate. I want that to be very clear. I'm sick and tired of hearing people say, she's in her masculine. She's emulating a shitty version of masculinity. And when dudes do it, they emulate a shitty version of femininity. Femininity is not whiny. Femininity is not insecure. Femininity is not all over the place. Femininity cannot be goofy and not held accountable. A man holds that bitch, and then that bitch learns to hold herself accountable. She follows the leader. And if you want to sit there and talk some shit, and 98% of guys aren't real men, well, then you know what women are. Not real women. Females, yes. Girls, yes. Modern businesswoman, boss bitches, yes. Completely feminine women. I'm sorry, there's too much out there that suggests that they're happy without a man. They're not. I saw a Twitter thing a while back. I just want to be in my soft for once. That's a woman's inner feminine person dying. And she's afraid she'll die before she gets to experience true femininity. And what do? How come you get in the club first? I think more women should ask guys out because it's not fair. What do you bring to the table? Unbelievable. Almost at an hour, we'll let it go. Unbelievable. As I always say, thank you for being a man. If you are attempting to push and become one or further your gifts, this will be the last time you ever hear that, and the last time you should expect to hear that. Masculinity does not need validation, praise, or sympathy. That's the gift of a man. It's your boy, the Tiara. Stop shitting on the gift of you. It's the worst thing you'll ever do, and I'm out.